Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you ladies doing today? I want to be sure that everyone can hear me. Can everyone hear me? Okay, so I'll go ahead and get started. I am Drika Carter. I am a serial entrepreneur. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I own companies Carter Capital, which is the only 24-hour wealth development firm and institute. We're located in New Orleans. We do have remote locations, 93 of them around the nationwide, around the nation. This year will be our first year going international this summer. I know you've heard talks about Texas and Tulum and things of that sort, and you've probably seen some flyers here in the group. I'm so excited to be here on the Mompreneur Summit today. I also own Carter & Associates, which is the 24-hour tax brokerage. So we license tax professionals to own their own tax firms, as well as grow or start their tax firms here with us. They license to use our software and complete tax returns, whether it's business or personal. So raise your hand in the comments if you are a mom, if you're expecting, if you are a mom of a business, if you're a mompreneur altogether. Just raise your hand in the comments real quick. I kind of want to know who I'm talking to. That was just a little bit about me, but I want to know who you are and how I can gauge this conversation that we're having today, right? Just the conversation. How many kids do you guys have? We see a few moms here. How many kids do y'all have? Drop that in the comments. Let's get this conversation started on this Mommy Monday. I know we see a lot of Man Crush Mondays going around every Monday, but let's do some Mom Crush Mondays. Mother's Day is coming up. It's this weekend. We're looking for those handmade cards, those gifts and stuff like that from our kids, right? And we're looking for some big gifts from the special men or other women in our lives as well. And sometimes we're purchasing gifts, or we may be listening to we may be remembering our moms if there are people who have lost their moms and grandmothers and stuff. So it can be a whirlwind of feelings. It can be a whirlwind of emotions and stuff when it comes to being a mom, especially a mompreneur, right? Because when we're grieving and all of these different things are happening, even if you've had a miscarriage, right? Because we don't talk about that as much. But I wanted to mention all of those things. And then another thing, one of my sisters and I were talking last week, and she mentioned mom guilt, right? So I wanted to kind of touch on those little feelings today real quick and acknowledge those things, because as moms, we put so much to the side, and especially as entrepreneurs and mompreneurs, we put so much to the side as it regards to us and our feelings and things that we have to do and things of that nature, right? So of course I say, raise your hand if you're a mom. Let us know how many kids you have, and drop a 1 if it's a boy, or drop a 2 if you have girls, right? All right, so one more activity I want you guys to do, just to engage with me, to let me know who I'm talking to, who's listening today, is drop some money emojis in the comments if you are an entrepreneur. If you're a full-time entrepreneur, part-time entrepreneur, not quite yet an entrepreneur, just aspiring right now and just trying to juggle what it is to be a mom, what it is to be an entrepreneur, just figuring things out, hopping onto these different groups and coming to these different summits, right? It's very important and vital to us as moms and entrepreneurs, because we get to be in rooms with unfamiliar faces. We get to be in rooms that have different types of support systems. We get to be in rooms where we're not judged so much for being a mom, judged for being an entrepreneur, right? And we get to be around people in co-working spaces and in spaces that we can actually be ourselves and say, who am I on side of being a mom, on side of being an entrepreneur? Who am I, right? Because we can get lost in all of these titles and stuff, right? So I want you to be yourself today. Take a deep breath. Take yourself on a walk, take yourself to lunch or dinner, whatever the case may be, right? Do something for you, not just being as a mom, not just being as an entrepreneur. Take a ride, take you a long ride in your vehicle, right? Just some time by yourself as a person, not as a mom, not as an entrepreneur, not as a wife, not as a sister, not as a dog. None of those titles, right? Just take yourself a ride, whether that's a ride with music, whether that's a ride with a podcast playing in the background, whether that's a silent ride. Take you a ride, right? Just to get you back, just to get the spirit of you. Who am I? What's the spirit of me today? Am I able to pour from an empty cup? Am I having a full cup? Am I having a good day? Am I having a bad? What is your mindset telling you to be today? Okay, so let's talk about what it means to be a mompreneur. A mompreneur is a female business owner who is striving for balance as her role as a mom and an entrepreneur. We always talk about what is balance, right? So we think about what the title mom is. That can mean so many different things for so many different people. Like I said earlier, some people may or may not have a mom or a mother figure in their life that gave them guidance, that gave them insight, that gave them encouragement, that told them that they are pretty, they are special, they're empowered, right? Or all of these things. Some people don't know what it is to have that same guidance in business. And like I said, in business, I feel as though your business is your baby. So you're raising your business just like you raise your children. So with the same morals and characteristics that you have, with the same, you want to put in that same time and effort that you put into your kids, into your business, right? So you want to learn how to keep balance in both of them. You don't want to, I always tell people, we didn't get into entrepreneurship to give away our freedom, right? We got into entrepreneurship so we can have more freedom, so that we can be here for those moments with our kids, so we can show up at those recitals and those games and those award ceremonies and those graduations and those first dates and those first proms, right? We became entrepreneurs so that we did not have to trade our time for money anymore. So why are we as entrepreneurs still trading our time for money? Let's talk about that. Let's stay right there for a moment and what that means to be an entrepreneur, a mompreneur, right? Write that down for you. What is your definition of being a mompreneur? Ask yourself that. And then you know how in school we used to draw those little word maps, like brainstorming maps, right? Write mompreneur in that circle and then draw the lines around that mompreneur circle, and then write another word that draws you to being a mompreneur. Draw some pros and cons to that. That would be your activity. That would be your homework. While the kids are at school, like as for me, my kids are at school. My husband is off handling his business right now, and I'm just here with you guys. So I'm just sharing a few steps and tricks and tips that you can use as a mompreneur to try to get that balance, to try to get that you back, to try to put you back into whatever space that it is that you want to be in. Okay, so a quick story about me and my daughter and entrepreneurship. I was a teen mom. I had my daughter when I was 19 years old. She was born in May. I don't know if y'all saw my post yesterday. So May is always all about her, right? I was a single mom. I was a teen. It was my first year in college. And I'm also a first generation college graduate. So she was my motivation, even though some people may have looked at it as something that would have stagnated me, something that would have made me be a statistic, something that, look at me now, right? So all of those things happened to me, and guess what? I was 19, so I really didn't have a full adulthood life. So for me, talking to y'all today is just giving grace to some young mom that may have been a teen mom, some young mom that may have had her children in college that still can persevere and get where they need to be or where they desire to be. If you're not where you desire to be, there's always a chance for you to make a change. So quick tidbit, we kind of pretty much grew up together. So my daughter is turning 15 this year. Like I said, I had her my first year in college, and then I started also my entrepreneurship journey with her, right? She's also a young entrepreneur, so she's learning how to accept challenges. She's learning how to do everything from not only her mom, but I'm her entrepreneurial guide as well. So I coach her, and if I'm not able to coach her on things in her industry, I hire mentors for her. So she's been mentored. She's had 2 coaches since she's been an entrepreneur. She's had a few different entrepreneurial journeys, just like myself. My first business with her was KJ's Baby Exchange, which was a consignment shop because all of her stuff was fairly new and gently used and gently worn, right? So I was just trying to make money at the time, being a teen mom, being a college student, not really having as many opportunities that I may have wanted to have at that time. And I thought that college would be a breeze. I thought that raising a kid would be a breeze, and all of these other obstacles that I had to face, of course, like I said, being a teen mom, a single mom with a young daughter, and trying to show her the guidance. Not saying that I didn't have, but just trying to show her some guidance and some different ways that you can make it happen, and letting her know that she is special, letting her know that she's not a mistake, and she was my motivation to get where I am now. And everything that I'm doing is not only for her, but for her kids, right? Building that generational wealth and letting her know that it can be done, and just showing her the blueprint. Fast forward, I've been an entrepreneur for the past almost 14 years now. I've had my tax company for about 9 years, and I've had my tax brokerage for about 3 years now. So I've been coaching on and off. I feel like it's my passion. So I've helped hundreds of business owners become profitable businesses. I have helped a bunch of people make more than 6 figures in their industry and learn how to leverage and balance being a mom and an entrepreneur. So let me tell you the key components of being a mom and an entrepreneur. Moms are amazing leaders, right? We take the lead naturally. Once you become a mom, you get these different feelings and inklings of things that you know only moms have, right? You get that gut feeling, you know what I mean? That intuition. After all, we're not easily shaken. And of course, we're resourceful. We can make something happen out of nothing. We can change time. We can do everything. We're nurses, we're doctors, we're everything to our children and our businesses sometimes. We juggle many, many, many responsibilities. We are the ultimate multitaskers, right? We are empathetic and sympathetic. But guess what? We're also firm and stern when we need to be. So we make great disciplinarians. We have all of the characteristics of being a successful entrepreneur. I want to give you guys 7 quick tips on how to manage being a successful mompreneur. Number 1, don't neglect the CEO, which is you. You're the CEO, you're the mom, don't neglect you. If you have to have time for yourself, make that time for yourself. Create a schedule. Like I said, take a ride. Empty your mind of all of your mom tasks. Empty your mind of all of your business tasks, and actually come into yourself and find out who you are, how you can help yourself become a better you on your journey. Number 2, know your limits. Don't always feel as though you have to multitask. Don't always feel as though you have to be the mom that's on drop-off duty and pick-up duty, and the mom that's bringing in the cupcakes, and the mom or the CEO that is doing every task, that's going back and telling your assistant, hey, do this for me, and then you go back and do the task. Don't do it. Know your limits. Set your boundaries. Know your limits and set your boundaries. Another one, number 3, be flexible, be mindful. Know that you are an essential piece to your child's future. You're an essential piece to your business's future, right? So know your limits. Do not overextend yourself. Do not overexert yourself. Learn how to say no. There is power in saying no, okay? Number 4, of course, I want you to create your tribe, create your audience. Who are you talking to? Who is there for you to listen to? Who is that needs to be listening to you and your story and what you have to offer? Make sure that you're creating that tribe, whether it's a Facebook group, whether it's a text community, whether you're creating a group me that's going to just send out inspirational messages every day. If you have time for that, don't put anything on your plate that you do not have time for, okay? Number 5, have realistic expectations. My expectation today was to encourage somebody, to tell somebody my story, to let them know how I went from being a teen mom to now having owning multi-million-dollar businesses and helping women entrepreneurs all over the world and men entrepreneurs all over the world in different industries walk into their purpose and actually help them produce it. Coming up with different concepts, different skills, different campaigns that they can grow in their businesses, right? That's what I do. That's my purpose. And I'm actually finally walking into that. I've done many jobs, I've held many titles, but now walking in my purpose, I see that just how people walking in their authenticity and creating everything that they manifesting everything that they could even think about is possible, and letting you know that it's true. That's my expectation today. I hope that I am delivering that to you guys. If I am, drop some fire in the comments for me, y'all. Let's stay engaged, of course. Number 6, set daily goals. Set daily goals. Be sure to set your daily goals that allow you the flexibility that you need as a mom, as an entrepreneur, to take that breather, to be able to go take a ride, so that you're not stuck behind a computer all day, so that you're not stuck answering text messages and emails and overwhelmed and overworked, right? And then you start to feel unfulfilled. So like I said, make sure that you're setting those daily goals for yourself, making sure that you're allowing flexibility, that so that if you want to be able to bring your kids and pick your kids up from school, that you're able to do that, and that your business respects those boundaries of that's a non-negotiable for me. Like, as for me, I have to bring my kids and pick my kids up to school, to and from school every day. I don't want them to catch the school bus. I don't want anyone else being there to hear the first thing that happened at school today, whether it was good, bad, and different, right? I want to be the one that says, how was your day? I want to be the one that sees them off at school in the morning and says, come on, let's say these affirmations. Come on, let's pray together. I want to be able to take their picture. I take pictures of my kids every single day when I drop them off from school. Yes, they wear uniforms. Yes, they're the same kids. Yes, they may just have a different hairstyle that day, right? But I want to be that person that they see in the morning that drops them off at school, and that they see in the afternoon that picks them up from school, right? I don't always, I'm not going to sit up here and say that I always have it together and I always have a home cooked meal, because sometimes we can't agree on what our meal will look like that day until we get home. Sometimes I like to prepare the meal with them, so I won't cook it. I'll have it all prepped and then we just all cook it together. So it's different ways to kind of set your goals and set your flexibility for what you want in life and what you see your life being. Number 7 of my tips, guys, is to develop a priority-based routine. I'll run a quick run through of my routine. Doesn't always happen this way, but this is what a normal ideal day looks like for me. So I'll jump up at 4:30 a.m., get a workout in with my husband. We are out of the door, bringing the kids to school by 6 a.m., no later than 6:15. The drive is maybe an hour and a half commute, bringing the kids to school and coming back home. And then if I don't have to go to the office. If I have to go to the office, I'll drop them off at school. I'll head to the office. I'm in the office at 9 a.m. The office does not close until 8 p.m., so most of the time I'm still there. I take a break between 2:30 to 4:30 to go pick my kids up from school, make sure they have something to eat if I'm going back to the office or what have you. I try to see clients between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. on a daily basis, as well as I go live, I do content, put out some fires here and there. Depends on how the day is going, right? Like I say, every day is not the same, but that's pretty much my daily routine. I make sure I work out. I make sure I meditate. I make sure I speak to my kids, speak life into my kids, bring them to school, pick them up from school, and then operate my business. But that works for me. Everybody may not have that ideal day. People may have kids in different age ranges. People may have kids that go to school across town. They may not be able to bring each and every kid to school each and every day, right? But if you kind of get those things into perspective and know what you want your day to look like, you'll be able to pretty much structure your day and set those boundaries and set those goals. So I want you to channel your challenges and then execute a plan to work on those challenges, whatever they may be. If it's time management, if it is spending time with your kids, if it is prioritizing what needs to be done first, if it is trying to find some help, asking for help, if that's a challenge, write it down. Actually, knowing your strengths and weaknesses is going to be a key component to developing that plan to a successful mompreneur relationship. Okay, so I've gave y'all some tips. I want y'all to know what's next for me, and then I'll let y'all go because I think I'm kind of running over time. But what's next for me? Well, May is busy. Like I kind of told y'all, May is for my daughter. I kind of really dedicate everything in May to her, whatever she wants to do, whatever she has planned. Like we're planning her birthday brunch, so that's something that we're working on right now. I also start my Millionaire Makers Tour this month. Our first stop is in Dallas, Texas. So if you're interested in starting your own tax firm, if you're looking for mentorship or coaching, you can meet me in Dallas. We have some early bird tickets on sale. I'll drop that link after I'm complete with this live today. That's going to be a panel of not only myself, but some other successful serial entrepreneurs talking about their journey, their struggles and challenges that they've had, and also how they were able to pivot during the pandemic and help so many people such as myself. Also, we have Taxes in Tulum coming up. I am the curator, myself and my husband, as well as I'm having 11 other panelists. I am going to have my media team come out, my marketing team come out. I'm going to have Lily Mae as our exclusive red carpet media strategist. She will be doing live interviews, red carpet interviews for all entrepreneurs that'll be in attendance. We only have about 20 more seats left. That will be held in Tulum, Mexico, July 29th through August 2nd. If you're not able to attend, do not worry. We have sponsorship packages that are available. So be sure I'll drop that link as well if you're interested in becoming a sponsor and having your business presence there at Taxes in Tulum amongst all of these entrepreneurs and potential clients for yourself. Be sure to get your reserve your sponsorship package so we can know what your business is, what your business does. I also have a podcast that airs on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, showcasing business owners. It is free if you want to do it live. If you want to do it in person, there's a cost for that just to cover the studio time, and you can check out more about that on my website, www.carterandAssociatesllc.com. As well as for Taxes in Tulum, I just want to name a few of the panelists that we'll be having. We have serial entrepreneur Ms. Goldie Lambert. She is the curator of NOLA Black Wall Street, which is New Orleans Black Wall Street. I am also a member of that. She helps entrepreneurs on a daily basis. She gives back. We have hosted classes there. She's the creator of Black Wealth Weekend here in New Orleans. It's a huge conference. It's a couple of days where you get to learn how to learn and earn and balance everything, kind of what we just talked about, being a mompreneur, and things like that. I have my lawyer's going to be there, the Numbers Law Firm, which is Osei and Ryan. They are great trademark and business lawyers. So if you need some lawyer representation, if you need to know your business laws for your specific state, if you need contracts put in place, all of that good stuff, they'll be at Taxes in Tulum as well. Or you can go and follow them, the Numbers Law Firm. I have Bree, which is our visionary architect of Carter Capital. She has done my website. We've been working together for years. She's also really good friend of mine, my sister. We've done some classes together. We've written books together. She'll be at Taxes in Tulum for our 3rd year Wealth Development Summit, as well as we have Lauren, the social media doctor, Lauren Elise. Dr. Lauren Elise is phenomenal, guys. She is over some nonprofit. She's an AKA. She is a social media influencer. She does great with content. She'll be showing y'all in Taxes in Tulum how to create content that helps your business become profitable, okay? As well as I have Miss Karita. She is the systems and scaling expert. Okay, so if your business has hit that 6 and 7 figure mark and you're looking to go higher, you're looking to do more, you're looking to automate some things, you're looking to get some systems in place, Karita is your girl for that. I have Nia. She is a brand manager. She's my brand manager for Carter and Associates. She has helped me to catapult my business in so many ways since the pandemic. She'll be also on that panel that I just talked about in Dallas, and she's also here for a third year at Texas in Tulum. So texasintulum.com, y'all. If y'all need more information, be sure to go to texasintulum.com. I am also bringing on Carter and Associates brand strategist, content creator, everything. Miss Tempest Welch. She is the owner of Stormy Co. Sorry guys, tongue twister right there. She's the owner of Stormy Co. and she is going to be her second year at Texas in Tulum. On our wealth development panel as a keynote speaker. We have Annette J. Morris. She's a Black therapist. Guys, y'all know how important mental health is nowadays, so be sure to tap in with Miss Annette J. Morris. She's an author. She is a life and business coach. She is a Black therapist. I cannot stress that enough. She also has helped with so many businesses and nonprofit companies as well. So she'll be on a panel. I have Justin, my short-term rental coach. Y'all, he has helped me gain another stream of income on my off season. So when it's not tax season, this is my latest Airbnb here in Miami, y'all. We just closed on this property last month. The furniture was just delivered this weekend and we got it listed. We have made so much money in the short-term rental Airbnb industry. I'm bringing y'all my coach who helped us get it. We just started in Airbnbs in December. We have 4 units now across the world. So he's going to be showing you how he helped me get started. He's going to be showing you how he helped so many other people get started as well. Another guy on the panel is Mr. Jason. He is going to be showing you how to secure those government contracts. So we have men and women who have been successful in helping other business owners earn 6 and 7 figures in their same industry. So it's all about collaboration over competition. As well as y'all know, I'm bringing Lily Mae. That's our girl here for Glambitious, as well as she'll be hosting those interviews on the spot. We'll have commercial development. We're going to have excursions. We're going to have 2 days of actual wealth development. So everyone's going to get a chance to speak. We're going to have our own actual exhibits where you'll be able to speak one-on-one with all of these different panelists and keynote speakers that we're bringing to Tulum. We hope that you have enjoyed today's Mompreneur Summit, as well as gain some tips and tricks and tools that you can use, and also got some encouragement, right? Because it's Mother's Day, and how I started off in the beginning, I wanted to acknowledge all different sorts of moms that are here, moms that are present in heaven, that are still looking down on us and watching us reach our goals. I just want to give everyone their flowers while we're here. Expecting moms that are looking to become moms, all of those different things. Entrepreneurs that are looking to grow in entrepreneurship, grow as a mother, grow as an entrepreneur, and get that guidance and that presence that we need, right? And the strength to keep going, right? So I encourage you to write down those tips, get your little brainstorming, do your homework that I gave y'all, do your brainstorm. Let me know how that works out for you. If you need help or if you need guidance, feel free to connect with me. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. It's Drika Carter, just how it's spelled, D-R-I-C-K-A. On Instagram, it's D-R-I-C-K-A-M Carter, C-A-R-T-E-R. On LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Facebook is just Drika Carter. So you guys, feel free to connect with me. Join us in Tulum. We only have a few more spots left. Feel free to bring your spouse to Tulum. Feel free to bring your business bestie, your business partner to Texas and Tulum. Thank y'all. I see the fire. I see the roses. I really appreciate it. But you guys, I have to go. This has been great.